comes up with their lives on the line. Out here, leader strong. Survive! The fuck is up, gamers? It's your boy The Goods, and we are back for episode number 23 of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. In the last episode, I played game, and in this episode, we will be continuing. Fuck, holy shit. We'll be continuing game. I don't remember everything that happened, but we were at Phoenix Wright's final point. Let me also, before I get too far ahead of myself, so this is coming out sometime in November. I gotta keep up because I'm doing a thing in December. Oh, fuck. Oh, never mind, I'm good. I need my headband. My fucking hair keeps getting in my eyes. Oh, it's driving me nuts. Oh, I don't even need this on because it's playing out loud. Okay, cool. I'm doing something in December that I don't even know if it'll have been announced yet. So, and that brings me to my final point. The knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us.
What? Order! Order, I say! Order in the court! Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing?
To frame Matt on guard. I don't even need to look at the fucking walkthrough for that. I do want to... Where the fuck is it? What the fuck do I do? Fuck am I at? Okay, I'm like way down here. Okay, good. It's to frame my client, Matt on guard, of course.
To frame?
Objection. Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one? Objection! But we just established that the witness saw the nickel samurai in costume. And if that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife. Witness!
Looks like I've made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, Edgy Poo?
Witness, did you or did you not really see the nickel samurai?
Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but...
Are you saying you mixed up Mr. On Guard with the nickel samurai, his character on TV?
But, I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around in front of their doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the nickel samurai, that's for sure.
She wasn't waiting for the nickel samurai. Alright then, who were you waiting around for?
That's top secret to anyone outside of security.
I have a feeling you were waiting for Mr. Juan Corrida. Am I correct, miss?
The way you'd think you're a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness.
Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of?
So, he's old as fuck. So, Old Bag was waiting around in front of the victim's room. But it doesn't sound like she's waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Corrida. Maybe. Phoenix, maybe the old bag was waiting around for that person. If it's who I think Mia's hinting at, it's certainly possible. Miss Old Bag, you were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you? God, why the fuck did they put her on the other fucking screen? Fucking Adrian Andrews. God, there's still so much left. Not even that much. Not even that much. I can blow through it.
Who is this person?
This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. On Guard's manager.
But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room?
Jesus. It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor.
Oh, this is... Well, this is... I see.
The judge seems to be really into the article, if it can be called such a thing.
Then this manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's...
Adrian Andrews, without a doubt, the witness thought so as well.
Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn confidentiality stuff then.
Witness, what in the world are you...
Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling.
I've got some information, some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation. In secret, of course.
But what for?
Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here?
I really don't want to do this. However, I cannot simply let this point slide.
I see. Very well then. Witness, please testify about this secret information.
Get ready! This is gonna take the wind out of you young'uns.
I'm sure we're all capable of handling this. Really, it's not like we're 10 years old. I mean, compared to her, shit. Probably like, what, 90?
That on-guard is one evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing such a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret, you got that? Nobody else but you and me knows yet, okay?
Objection! Fucking bullshit, because somebody else told me this.
The defendant sent his manager? What a distasteful topic for this court.
What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying, the truth is never pleasant?
Never heard that one before.
Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person?
We've looked into this matter and found that the truth the article proposes is in fact baseless gossip.
But should this be true? Then this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim.
This means I have to smash this rumor once and for all.
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin the cross-examination of your witness.
Be careful. The old bag seems rather excited right now.
That's right! On-guard's nothing but your average foul-blooded youth.
Well, as the old saying goes, you gotta burn old bags with fire. Jesus. I have to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone. Jesus Christ. Okay. So I press the fifth statement. Seems easy enough. Wait!
What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over.
Secret information that no one else knows yet. If that's true, then how do you know this secret information?
Huh? Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's a secret. Even if you drilled a hole into my brain, you'd never find out.
How in the world did that whole bag get such a secret piece of information? Present evidence and present Lada's. Oh, she stole Lada's camera. Oh, so no one else is supposed to know this secret information, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Oldbag?
Why are you looking at me like that? Stop it!
Witness! I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire your secret info, isn't it? Take that! The investigative photographer, Lada Hart.
Oh yes, I remember that mischievous girl.
She reported that she had lost a certain note when she had written to herself.
She reported such a thing?
On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her outrageous impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews.
What? Outrageous ideas, you say?
No, I said impressions.
Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless?
Ah, that's it! That's the note!
No! You see, this is completely different. This is my top secret list of groceries to buy!
Then you're the one who took Miss Hart's note.
I'm a huge fan of Juan's, that's why. That infamous puppy head woman! She's working with the evil on guard. She said so herself. On guard, I'm his sidekick. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking what she had written. You believe me, don't you? I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before.
You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine.
Well, it was only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just once.
She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her? Pile on more pressure! If I let up on her now, she'll get away! I have to find a way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution! Witness! You said that the only thing you stole was that note! Is this correct?
Stone? Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper from the terrible lonely trash can, that's all.
You're lying, damn it, and I can prove it!
Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again?
Miss Oldbag, I don't believe the note's the only thing you stole that night. Miss Oldbag, that note was with the camera inside its case, wasn't it?
A camera?
Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raging a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something like,
My sweetie $1,600 camera disappeared all day!
Why? Witness!
What is it, Gramps?
if you have the note, then it's only logical that you have the camera too.
Looks like you found me out again, Sandy. Is this the camera you're looking for?
That's...
What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know. I still eat meals like you. I fall in love and borrow things from people.
I think your definition of borrow is a little off.
I saw that woman's business card, and that's when I noticed it said, Slimebag Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire. And when I saw that, I had to know what sort of picture she'd taken. I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things.
Look at her stance up.
Bailiff! Check the scammer's photos! Hurry! We must examine them at once!
Damn. Damn.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have?
There's only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case.
Please present it to the court.
Oh shit, what the fuck?
This is the Nickel Samurai.
See, I told you, that's the guy I saw.
This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter.
Fuck!
What does all this mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. Ongard clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume.
If that is the case, then this Nickel Samurai is...
The defendant.
How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright. The court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client?
This photo really is decisive, then we're done for. But if I raise an objection here and blow it, I'd put Maya's life in jeopardy. I can't make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess. This is the photo Lotta took. There's something strange with it. There's something strange with this photo. I knew this was coming, right?
Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think we can all agree there's nothing strange with this photo. There's no way for the defense to debunk this photo even with a bunker buster.
Debunk with a bunker buster? Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright?
Anyway, please look at this photo one more time.
If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance, correct?
Well, I have to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Where in the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't she take a good shot, especially when it counts?
Now then, let's hear your objection. What about this photo is strange?
I get one shot? And I gotta present the feet? Oh, because it's all fucking, like, scrumbly. Oh, if it fit normally, yeah. I'd like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here.
Oh, what are you pointing to? His ankles?
If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you can't.
And what does that mean?
The costume person in this photo could not have been Mr. Ongard.
What is the meaning of this?
Objection! I wonder if you'd care to elaborate, with actual facts, that is. Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's poster. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the hakama.
His socks! You can see his socks!
Exactly. However, in this photo, the Nickel Samurai is clearly holding up his Hakama just to walk. There's only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant. She still stands up. Alright, I think I've turned things around for myself this time.
That's curious.
Huh? What is?
Edgeworth's unusually calm today.
That's true.
He's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's only along for the ride.
Along for the ride? What do you mean by that?
I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all.
He doesn't feel under attack? Then I haven't damaged his case at all? God, we're still not even fucking close to done. I thought I was almost done, but I'm not.
Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? If the person in this photo is not Matt Ongard, then everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless.
I figured it would come to this. What? Right, I have something I want to ask you. I think you've proven the person inside this costume is not Matt Ongard. In that case, who is this a photo of? Who's the person wearing the Nickel Samurai costume?
Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think?
Yeah, why is he so calm?
Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who's the person inside this photograph?
Take that!
Adrian Andrews?
If you want to know who that Nickel Samurai is, it's none other than this woman. And why would you say it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her? For starters, she's short, and she can freely move in and out of Mr. Ongard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Ongard that night.
And how does that all add up?
It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. Ongard's fingerprints all over it.
The knife that was used as a murder weapon?
Why don't you just say what it is you want, Mr. Wright? I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Carita. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime.
Order! 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 Looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. Her verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony.
Oh, right. This is it.
This is kind of bad for us.
Huh? What do you mean?
If Adrian Andrews is summoned to court as a witness, it means the trial will go on for another day.
One more day? Ah! If I don't get a verdict today, then Maya...
Now then, we shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow.
What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court. I gotta raise an objection.
Now then,
Objection! Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today.
I can't do that. We cannot.
Who said that? Hold it. I abhor wasting such valuable time. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial.
But we cannot continue due to this unexpected development.
Tisk tisk. Unexpected development. I think you underestimate me, Your Honor.
And what do you mean by that?
That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing Miss Adrian Andrews is all. Is happening according to plan, even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on. What? What the fuck? How did he know? He knew what I was gonna do.
What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. She's the next witness. Everything was planned out in advance by that man?
Somehow, I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle's far from over.
Exactly.
Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. The court will now take a 10-minute recess.
Yeah, there's like a 0% chance I'm clutching up here. Yeah, there's just too much shit left. I mean, I might just go over just to get this done in one episode. I might. We'll see. Alright. Yeah, I'm at 20. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Dude, I can't believe that, Adrian. No way. And not cool and collected Adrian Andrews. She is your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who had easy access to the knife you used at dinner was, well, her. So after the ceremony, during the break, huh? I was sleeping like a log the entire time. See, she could have also easily planted that blood-covered button in your Hakama. Because she was the one who came to wake me up? Then, dude, you're saying it was really her? Yeah, she's the real killer. She was the one who murdered Juan Carita. But why? I thought she was buds with Juan. She has her own agenda. Her own agenda? What are you talking about? I'm sure you'll see by the time the trial's over. It'll be alright. I'll get you acquitted by the end of the day. Give me a verdict that's refreshing like a spring breeze, okay, Mr. Lawyer Dude?
Phoenix, you think her motive is related to Celeste Impact's missing suicide note, right?
Yeah. Miss Andrews depended on Miss Impacts as her strength and reason to live. But then Miss Impact suddenly killed herself. It sounds like she left a suicide note and the person thought to have hidden it.
Is Juan Carita the victim of this murder?
And that's why I think Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Carita. All to get the suicide note back.
That sounds plausible. But one thing bothers me.
What?
Who was it that first told us about their relationship? Better stated, Miss Andrews' dependency issues with regards to Miss Impact's.
It was Edgeworth.
It looks like he's still the one in command of this ship. Don't let your guard down yet.
Oh, that's a good point. He wouldn't do that. Not now. Maybe back then. But not now.
Court will now reconvene. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please.
The prosecution calls the witness subpoenaed by this court. Miss Adrian Andrews, the person who discovered the crime in Mr. Juan Carita's room. Still got that card. What is your occupation?
I am the manager of the defendant in this case, Mr. Matt Ongard.
I see. Now then.
Before we begin, Your Honor, I have one request.
Yes, sure, what is it?
I'm sure everyone in this room is wondering the same thing, and would love to find out more about my relationship with the victim. After all, it was the topic of a certain weekly magazine recently.
Oh, no, I have no idea what you mean. I've never even heard of Gossipland.
If the judge was ever a prosecution witness, he'd do all my work for me. Anyways, I was wondering if you could please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Yes, I was seeing Mr. Carita. I was also aware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan, but this was a private matter between Juan and myself.
So it was the fry and bait matter. That bait and fry reminds me of fishing.
But I didn't kill him.
No one's accusing you of that.
I think there's someone who would beg to differ.
I think we all understand your relationship with the victim now, Miss Andrews.
Very well then, witness. Please testify to the court about what happened when you discovered the murder that had taken place. Yeah, I don't think we're clutching up. Yeah, I don't think we're making it.
It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room, and there was his dead body. I was in shock. What I saw was, naturally, the exact same scene as the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice.
It drank none of it. Okay.
You poured yourself a glass of juice?
Yes, sadly, I didn't remember not to touch things at the scene of the crime. And I disturbed the crime scene by moving this one thing.
And that's when the fingerprints on the wine glass were made, Your Honor.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Phoenix, she's one cool and collected customer, and she has the brains to match.
Yeah, I know.
In order to catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confrontations. You should disrupt her pacing.
Disrupt her pacing?
She's the type of woman who's easily thrown off by things inconsistent with her thinking, so you have to attack when she least expects it. The instant you let up on the offense is the instant the trial's over, understand?
I think I got her. I think I can clutch up. I'm not worried. Okay, so I pressed the third statement, and there was his dead body. Hold it! You were in shock!
What? Was I not supposed to be?
Miss Andrews is a very calculating person, and despite how close they were, I doubt she had romantic feelings for Mr. Kurita. Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would still be in shock, and you can't seriously expect that a young beauty like her would not be shocked. Somehow, I don't think beauty has anything to do with being shocked or not.
I see.
And then I press her fifth statement. Juice.
Yes, there was a bottle of tomato juice on the table, so I helped myself.
But you didn't drink any of it, did you?
Huh?
There were no lip marks left on this wine glass to suggest that anyone drank from it.
I wasn't feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down without drinking it.
Miss Andrews, I'd like you to confirm with you one more time. When you discovered the dead body of Juan Corrida, you were in great shock. And that's when you poured yourself the glass of juice, correct?
And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time.
Your mind was a complete blank. I didn't think that was possible for you.
Aren't you rude today? I was so dazed I made one careless mistake, that one thing.
What one thing?
Never mind, it's no big deal.
No, hold on, what the fuck are you talking about? You're not talking about the juice? Miss Andrews, I'm convinced that you said you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. What I really want to know is what this mistake was. Actually, so would I.
I'm sorry, it's kind of embarrassing. When I set the glass down on the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over.
The flower vase? Are you talking about the one on the floor in the crime photo? This mess of glass shards?
It was originally on top of the dresser, but when I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell onto the guitar case.
It fell onto the guitar case, but there's none in there, which means you definitely did something. Why did you withhold such an important piece of information?
I'm sorry, I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, the people would simply assume the vase was just another part of this mess.
It looks like yet another fact has come to light here. Please add this to your testimony.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna present the guitar case because it was clearly fucking open. You testified you knocked over the flower vase, is this correct?
Yes.
And are you sure it fell onto the guitar case?
Oh, is there some problem with what I said?
It's not some problem, it's a major problem. It's true that the top of the guitar case was wet with water. However, that's exactly what's so strange. Miss Andrews, you testified the vase fell onto the guitar case. However, if that were true, the case should have gotten wet on the inside, not on the outside.
That's very true.
Furthermore, there's one other thing about this guitar case that's strange.
And what is that?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. The remains of the vase are scattered on the floor.
And what is wrong with that?
The guitar case was open when the vase fell. The glass shards should be inside, not outside the case. Objection. What's your point, right? The case was closed at the time the vase was knocked over? Is that all? Objection. No. Think back to what Miss Andrews testified to. She said that other than the vase, she didn't touch anything else.
Yes, that's right. She did implicitly say she didn't touch the guitar case.
Objection. But this whole matter with the guitar case is a dead end. The bright red guitar was found at the studio. It has no bearing on this case at all. That may very well be. However, the empty guitar case seems to have no relation to the case, doesn't it?
It seems that there's no deeper meaning to the guitar case. Well, Mr. Wright, do you think we need to hear more details?
Yeah, we do. The empty guitar case. I believe this is a crucial piece of the puzzle. I can't believe anyone would reach for straws like this, but it is you. Can't believe I'm doing this either.
All right, I'll follow along. For now, Miss Andrews, please testify to the court about the guitar case.
Yeah, there's still way too much going on. Let me go ahead and save the game. There's just too much, and these longer videos take fucking forever to upload. So, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time, where we hear her next testimony, and the next testimony, and everything else that happens after that. But I'm gonna get the fuck up out for now. Bye-bye!